Welcome to Tinkercad. This tutorial has 3 parts. Part 1, the basics. In the top left corner, we have the view cube. This helps us look around what we are creating. To use it, simply click and drag it around. If you want to view a certain side, like the front, you can just click on the face. An easier way to look around is to right-click anywhere and drag your mouse around, like I just did. On the right-hand side, we have our library. This is where all the parts you will add to your project will be. There are different categories we can choose from. Let's go into creatures. Let's add a person. Add anything to your work plane. Click and hold on it in the library, and drag it onto the plane, and release. To zoom in and out, there are buttons on the left side. Alternatively, you can use 2 fingers and scroll up to zoom in, and scroll down to zoom out. Part 2, Useful Skills. Let's say we want to add a heart onto our person. How would we do it? If we go to the library, there is a search button, where we can search for whatever part we want to add. Let's look for a heart. Oh, the heart is on the ground. How would we add it on the person? At the top of our library, we have the Work Plane tool. This lets us change the surface which we are putting our object on. In order to put the heart on the person, we have to put the work plane on the person. To do that, click the Work Plane button once and click on the person. Now we can add our heart in the direction that we want it. Let's get rid of the other heart before we continue. Click on it and press delete, or you can use the trash button at the top. The heart is too big for the person, so let's change the size. The white squares allow you to resize the heart however you want, and the black squares give you more control over how you size it, meaning only one direction changes. You can still drag the heart to move it around. Now the heart is the right size, but too long. Drag to look around and use the squares on the other side to make it smaller. Then use the arrow and drag it backward to push it into the person. The arrows allow you to easily move the object. Part 3, More Important Skills. If we wanted to have another heart of the same size, we can press the duplicate button at the top. Let's get rid of these and add a hole in his heart instead. The gray-colored objects are holes. Let's add a cylinder and resize it like last time. Lastly, once we are done with our project, we can save it as an STL file. Happy CADing!